care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Ball is teed up, Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. Returning it from the 4. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw right away. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now. Caught. This is Greg Dulcich. And he's going to... yard line before he stopped.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Go. Check go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to the air here. Complete to Mims. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. Catch is made in close. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Panther 11. Come on. Hut, hut.
He's dropping back to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Cam Little to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps it moving. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry up here. Another carry for him. And he drives this forward to the 6. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Top 70. Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. He cuts it back right. It's a foot race. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos need only one to take the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff up the gut. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Back to the well again. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's the snap on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Ready.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From midfield now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. 4th and forever coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10. because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Big gain downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He'll cobble together a yard there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. They are throwing it again. Able to find Nakua here. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. He'll throw it yet again. His pass caught by Nakua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. He's got it. It's an LA touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game. Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Broncos will have a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go. Hut, hut.
To throw it on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. In motion right is Mims. Back now, pressure on its way. They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And he gets it back. Oh, there's still a shot at the 1st.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
79 Broncos. Check go.
2nd and 8. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Tag. Left wing 19. 18 left. 18 right. Hut.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready, set.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Here we go. Get up.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. 2nd and 3. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. 60 back. Go.
Setting up a throw. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go, shot. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing. Into the hands of Dulcich. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On the move, we've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Forward, 70. Let's go. Hey, smash. Track 60. Let go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie us up 28-all. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So it'll be second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey. Check that.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 48. Brought in right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the handoff. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, you get that ball in your belly, baby. You got almost no time to process what the line's going to do. You better make your decision and hit it downhill. Excellent vision to find the opening and get things started well here on 1st down.
The give here on 2nd. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go, set. 7-5,
To throw here on 1st down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Pat Surtain has it. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the 1st half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the 2nd half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He'll throw it now on 2nd. Mims with the grab. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
ready. Panther 11.
Now looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got a man left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. Into the secondary past the 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Josh Sweat making the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Sean McVay very aware of that play clock. He calls timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This, our last play of the quarter. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll try and throw it here. Brought in close to the 8. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Throwing now from the gun. Touchdown, LA! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
35-35.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
No! Go!
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Let's go now.
Motioning him from the slot right. He's back to throw. Complete to Mims. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running this one left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
70. Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Got it. Ready? Cougar 19. Come on. Set. Ready?
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
70 Lions. Ready?
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver! So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Man in motion out of the slot.
79 Bronco. 19 Tiger. Bronco leading. Mustang 19.
Two on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They've got a man in motion.
18 Rattler. Viking 18. Cup 19. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Finds him on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Hand off to the back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bison.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds Mims. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 24 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you